Hey guys, Cronus Falls here, and today I am bringing you an account rework with UInstinct. He's been nice enough to let me come into his account here, have a look around, and see if we can go ahead and get stuff moving forward for him a little bit. Now, he is a pretty in-game player. He said that the only things he really is looking for is, first of all, he wants a 100% Fire Knight 20 team without hurting the performance of his clan boss, which obviously that's what we're going to be going for. He also wants a gear cleanse, a platinum level arena team, and then if we can do a little bit of work on his nightmare clan boss team as well, he would appreciate that. So what we're going to go ahead and do here is take a start at his gearing. So first of all, looks like he does have some stuff in his inbox here. So I'm going to be adding that stuff in as I clear stuff out. Let's go ahead and take an initial look at the gear. First of all, let's look at these champions. Pretty solid. Gergo's going to be great for arena. Draco's great for arena. Biggin, Mashaled, all good. He does not have Arbiter yet, so I'm guessing Gorgorab is his main speed in the arena. Other than that, let's see. He's got an Armiger level. That could be good for Fire Knight. Sepulcher probably in his clan boss team. So let's go ahead and get started with the cleanse. So first things first, grab all three of these. Let's go ahead and just check for any flat stats here. We got some flat stat HP boots here. They're rolled up to 16. Not really sure why. They're not on anybody, so we're just going to go ahead and sell these. Well, actually, let me go ahead and take a look around real quick. I did say he's pretty in-game. I just want to see what he has before I start selling stuff. So we're at 683, so we do have a little bit of room to work with. Got a decent amount of speed artifacts here. An okay amount of lifesteal. He's probably already got some on his clan boss champions. A lot of days, not really sure why. A lot of frost as well, so we're definitely going to be needing to sell some stuff off here. As far as speed boots, what do we have to work with? So let's go ahead and grab that, go speed, and check in the speed set. We'll check equipped as well. Okay, so we do have quite a few pairs, although they seem to be mostly commons. So I'm guessing his dragon farm hasn't been too much yet. He does have some of these on champions that I don't think he's using. Like, is he using Vala anywhere? No, he is not. So that's probably just like a faction wars kind of deal. Alrighty. So yeah, those speed boots are going to have to go. We just don't need any sort of flat stat. It's funny because like for a speed arena nuker kind of deal, you could potentially have like some gloves or a chest that would be like this with some speed rolls. That would be okay. But considering that this is flat boots, like these boots could already have something like 45 speed on them plus some better substats. The substats on these are not great, so these are just going to have to go. And so basically, I'm just going to go through all of his gear like that, and we're going to just take a look at what we have, what can go. These are attack percent. Let me go ahead and check here. We don't seem to have anyone who's relying on bombs for damage, so those are going to have to go. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and take a quick look through his gear here, get rid of anything that he is not going to need, and then I will cut back in after that. Alrighty, so we're pretty much done with the gear cleanse here. I do still have some stuff in the inbox that I need to go through, but he was in pretty good shape here. Not too much to get rid of. I've got 151 that I'm going to sell here. I've already sold a few, so that's going to bring us down to like a healthy level, 515. Let's go ahead and check the new jewelry here. I'm probably not going to be doing too much as far as a jewelry cleanse goes unless he's got a ton. Let's see here, 453. Now, he's in pretty good shape here. He's not in need of a cleanse at the moment. Down the line, as it starts to get more full, he'll be able to go through there and just kind of get rid of what he needs. But let's go ahead and see what's in the inbox here now. So we got a ton of stuff to sell just right off the bat. Bunch of shields. He was farming up some silver. As you can see, we're looking in pretty good shape on the silver now. We're at about 23 million, which should make this pretty easy to do as far as regearing goes. There is quite a bit to look through here as well, so I probably won't be able to go through all of it on camera. Man, he was definitely farming up some dragon. It's funny, he told me like a week ago, I think it was, maybe even less, that he was at about 50,000 silver. So he's definitely been putting the work in. Let's go ahead and see here. So we got some HP percent gloves with crit damage, not good enough. Those are going to go away. Flat defense boots go bye-bye. Let's see, accuracy, attack percent, crit rate, that can stay for now. Crit damage and defense percent, that's going to go. Speed and HP, that can stay. We've got crit rate, crit damage, that'll stay. Flat defense goes. Defense percent chest with speed, very nice, that'll definitely stay. We've got, let's see, accuracy, HP percent speed, that can stay, that definitely goes. Crit rate with bad substats goes. Attack percent with no speed goes. That will stay. Resistance with no speed goes. Speed boots can stay with defense substat. Those definitely go. Speed boots with accuracy can stay for now. Let's see. Just crit rate goes. Crit rate goes. Let's see. Speed, attack percent, crit damage, that'll stay. Accuracy resist goes. Defense crit goes. And that's just because these are in bad sets, by the way. So some of that stuff would normally be okay. 6-star crit rate with act can stay. HP percent with crit rate and defense can stay. Defense with HP goes. Flat HP goes. Let's see. Speed, HP percent, and stalwart can stay. That goes. That goes. That goes. Those can definitely stay. Let's see, what do we have here? It's got speed, so we can leave it for a double roll. If it doesn't double roll speed, though, that definitely goes away. And all of these can go. So that is going to be it for the gear cleanse. Let's see. Is there something else here? Okay, no, that's it. Cool. So at the end of all of that, we have 529 items, which is a pretty good place. He can build up another 100 or so before he starts to run out of room. And as long as he keeps it in line with some good stuff here, he should be looking good. We don't have too much miscellaneous stuff now. Like, we've definitely brought down the amount of days he had. Brought down the cursed a little bit, brought down the frost quite a bit. And just this stuff, the destroy, he had a lot of stun. He probably wants to do something like a Bellower and a stun set, but some of the pieces he had were just not very good. Brought down the toxic set quite a bit. Brought down retaliation. The stuff he had in here was actually pretty good. So yeah, he still does have a fair amount of miscellaneous stuff, but as he builds up more good speed, lifesteal, accuracy stuff, he'll be getting rid of more of that. So that's pretty much it for the gear cleanse. Now let's go ahead and tackle some of the issues we're going to be looking at here. So his big thing was Fire Knight, so let's take a look at that first. So Fire Knight 20, what are we running here? Alright, so we have a Tyrell as our lead, so he's bad affinity. Miscreated Monsters bad affinity. Gorgrab's bad affinity. Coldheart and Skull Crusher are definitely good in here. Let's see, as far as champions go, what has he got to work with? We've got a Masha Led here, which is nice. We've got a Rosin, who should probably come in. Drexlar is also very good here. So those are all some good options. What else? Let's see. We do have a second Coldheart on the way. Armiger is also a good option. So let's see. Tyrell is coming out. Miscreated is probably coming out. Although we will be lacking a little bit of CC there if we do that. Rosin can come in for some CC. Maybe Gurgo comes in? What is Gurgo's kit? I don't remember. Let's see here. Oh, right. We can't look at his kit here. Let's go ahead and back out. So let's see, Gurgo the Augur, what are your skills? On a 4-turn cooldown, removes 1 random buff from each enemy, has a 100% chance of placing a freeze debuff on all enemies from 1 turn, grants an extra turn. So that's pretty good. 2-hit A1, and a 1-hit A3, has a 50% chance of placing a freeze debuff on the attacker for 1 turn if the champion loses more than 20% of the max HP on 1 attack. So he's definitely an option in there for some CC. His build is not bad. 177 speed, a little slow for something like Arena. He's at 100% crit rate, which is cool. 172 crit damage. So I guess he's built as more of a nuker than a support. So he's definitely an option. What do we have on Drexlar here? So he is built in lifesteal. 2600 defense is a little low. He is a defense champion, right? Yeah, so okay. He's in accuracy. Is he on the spider team maybe as like a tank? Let's see. Because I know some people do that. No? Okay, so we've got an interesting spider team here. He didn't mention it, but I guess maybe he's just doing this on manual? Not really sure. He hasn't done the Arbiter missions yet, so he's going to have to auto this at some point. Let's see. We might take a look at that. I'm going to go ahead and send him a message in the meantime. So I'm going to cut here. I'm probably going to look through some of the champions, check out the builds, and come back. And also I'm going to message him and see if he's interested in me working on his spider team a little bit, if possible. So I'm going to go ahead and cut here, and we'll come back when we're ready to move on. Okay, so looking at the champions here, I think he definitely has the makings of an easy Fire Knight 20 auto team. So what I'm thinking here is we need to bring in our Rosin Scarhide, probably Draco Morph. I would go Masha Lead as well. And then we'll probably want something like a Seeker in order to do our speed boost, or rather our turn meter increase. I think he has a 2-hit A1 as well, which would be nice, yeah. And then give us some increased attack. And finally, I think we're going to want maybe our Armiger in there for some more turn meter control, or a Cold Heart. I think probably Cold Heart. Let's see, what's her build looking like, by the way. She's got the 70% crit, 209 crit damage, so she's not looking bad. What do we have on our build here? She's in a crit damage. She's in a frost set, which is interesting. Let's see, crit rate 11%. Yeah, so her build's looking pretty solid. We could potentially move it up a little bit by switching these into 6-star crit damage, but that'll just come with time. Her build's definitely looking good here. She's got the accuracy she needs. So her build's looking pretty good. I think Seeker's build is looking pretty solid. He's running at 287 speed, which is nice. He's got some decent defense, so we'll be looking good there. Rosin's definitely in need of a little bit of help here. He's looking at 2500 defense, which is really low. His accuracy is good. His crit rate and crit damage are pretty good. His speed is good, but we will have to work on that. Masha Lead definitely looking fairly solid here. One thing I did notice was he was in an attack amulet, so I'm definitely going to need to switch that over to crit damage. He's also in crit rate gloves, so I'm going to try and rework him, see if we can't get him looking a little bit better here. Who else did I say? Draco. I don't want to mess with Draco at all. He is part of the unkillable team that is being run, so he's just going to stay exactly as is. And who is the other? Let's see, Rosin, Draco, you, Seeker, and Armiger. Cold Heart rather. And so yeah, so definitely gonna work on these two builds right now. I'm gonna go ahead and cut here, and then I'll come back in as their builds are finished up, and we will go ahead and try our Fire Knight 20 run. Alright, so we've gone ahead and done those builds for Rosin and Masha Lead, so let's go ahead and take a look here. So Rosin, we've got him now running 30k HP, 3300 defense, which will come up once we can get this ring rolled up. He is also at 181 speed, which is good for Nightmare Clan boss as well, so he could potentially come in there. I'm not sure if he will since he's already running Draco Morph, but that is an option. And then we've got him at 81% crit rate. These gloves right here are plus 12. They'll come up to 50%, and he'll be at 98% crit rate, 121 crit damage, which again will come up once this amulet is fully rolled. And his debuff accuracy is 272. So actually what we could do eventually is get him out of this accuracy banner and into a defense banner. He does not currently have any though in the Lizardmen, so that is just what we are stuck with for the time being. But if he can do that, this build will absolutely have him at 4k defense. He'll be rocking about 100% crit rate, probably about, let's see, what does this roll up to, 40%. So he would be getting an extra 14% crit damage as well. So Rosin will be looking really good once all that gear is rolled up. And then Masha Lead here is already looking super good. So we've got him at about 33k HP, 3300 attack, 1850 defense, 191 speed, 100% crit rate, 213% crit damage, and 235 accuracy. So he's looking really solid. We're going to go ahead and go into Fire Knight now. And the one thing that I am worried about with this team coming in here is that our Cold Heart is just going to go down. So I might actually keep Gorgrab in here. Let me look at his build instead of Seeker. He is a little slow and not that tanky, but we're going to go ahead and give him a try instead of the Seeker position. So he's coming out, he's coming out, he's coming out. And we are going to go ahead and bring in probably, let's see, Rosin, Mashaled, and you are coming in here. So we'll take you as the lead. Gorgorab, I don't believe his aura works in dungeons. No, it does not. What about you? Faction Crypts. Okay, so yeah, Mashaled's going to be our lead. We're going to go ahead and try this out. So let's go ahead, get in here, and we're running slow here. Let's go auto. We're going to get that decreased defense and weaken, get the leech out there. Boom, 126k, 36k. We're just absolutely wrecking these guys. So this team is going to be really good at getting the waves down. The only thing that I am a little concerned about is once we get to the boss. So if we can break the shield, we'll probably be looking okay. If not, then we might be in a little bit of trouble. That's why I decided to switch Gorgorab in here. We have taken one hit because we didn't have the True Fears up yet, but now we do, so we should probably not be taking too much here. There we go, got him down. So Arrow's the main concern in this wave. Once he's dead, it's not too big of a deal. Mashaled's just going to absolutely annihilate these guys. And so we are through to the boss in about 50 seconds. Let's see. Draco not doing too smart there. Shield's at 4. Alright, so they're not using their proper abilities, although we do get the shield broken. If we had a Heartseeker right there, this would be over. But he is going to go ahead and get a reset. Oh, there goes the Heartseeker. So we're actually looking alright here. We're at 1 minute, 12 seconds right now. If Rosin can come back in and get that turn meter reduction before he goes again, then we would be absolutely set, but he does not. So we do take one hit, and the Cold Heart does go down. So let's see if we can go ahead and get through this here. We've got 5 hits left on the shield. 4, 3, and we break it with Cold Heart. We get the bog down, and there we go. That's going to be it for the Fire Knight. We're at 1 minute 38 seconds, so not bad at all. I'm going to go ahead and run this one more time through just because he said he wants it to be 100%, and I'm not sure it is yet. Could have just been a hell of a lucky run. Let's see, we get the bog down coming through. Just absolutely annihilating these waves. Mashaled does so much damage. And he's going to go ahead and hit with the A1, knock those guys down. So yeah, this team just absolutely annihilates with Draco coming in, getting that decreased defense and weaken. They just don't stand a chance. So as long as Mashaled's coming in and keeping them feared, then we are looking pretty good. I think Gorgorab's in a shield set here, so we've got some extra tankiness coming into the waves too, which is very nice. Let's see here. God, he's sitting for 178k on these guys. Mashaled just got an absolute buff. That A1 hitting for about 70k. So we're through the wave, 50 seconds. Let's see if we can go ahead and take this guy out again. Looks like we're pretty much exactly where we were last time. Oh, but we got a bog down coming right there, which is not good. He goes ahead. Luckily, we have the shield set, so we were doing okay there. We've got 4 hits left. Draco goes ahead and breaks those. Heartseeker comes through. So now we're looking pretty good. We got the decreased defense and weaken. We've got a heal reduction up. If our Cold Heart does happen to go down again, Gorgorab should be able to bring her up. Big hits from Mashaled. Some poisons up here. Man, we were just chunking him. So let's see, can we get the shield down here? Should be able to. Got the Cold Heart A1. Rosin breaks it for us. So if he can get his bog down back, or we get the Heartseeker there, perfect. So this one's a little bit longer, but still looking pretty solid. I think this is a 100% team. And we are under the 2-minute mark, which is really good. So I think that's going to do it for Fire Knight. Let's go ahead and take a look now. Let's see, he wanted Fire Knight. He was talking about Clan Boss and Arena. So let's take a look at Arena here. Go ahead and collect some stuff from the market. So let's see, what's he running in Arena right now? So if we come in here, he is running Gorgorab, Lua, Seeker and Masha Led. So Masha Led's definitely got a big bump here. I don't think we need Gorgrab and Seeker. So maybe we just go ahead and take Seeker out. Although he is our fastest, so maybe we do need him. Let's see, Lua maybe comes out. Who do we replace her with though if she does? Maybe Seer? That would be interesting. Yeah, so that would be actually auto-friendly. Let's see if that works. We don't have anyone else with a speed or a Dewey because we don't have Arbiter yet. So what's the Seer looking like as far as her build goes? 211 speed, 144 crit damage. Not the greatest build, but not terrible. We do have 3 boosters in here, so I think we'd be looking all right. Let's go ahead and try it. Oh, we don't have a decreased defense, which is not good. Because we do want Draco to come in here, I would think. Let's see, what could we do to fix that? If Gorgorab was going at Seeker's speed, then we would be looking really good here. But well, let's just go ahead and try this. I am curious to see what Seer will do with these kind of buffs. Gurgo is also a good option to bring in here. So let's just hit auto and see what they do. So we got the provoke off. So yeah, Seer comes in and does her increased crit rate. They're probably going to go on her now though. We do have the True Fear though, so we just absolutely annihilate a couple of them. And Masha Led's just going to absolutely slam them. She brings back Altan. He's going to go ahead and hit our Masha Led, but we're looking all right. Masha Led's probably going to get the Fears back up right now. So yeah, this is looking pretty solid. The one issue, like I said, is we don't have a decreased defense or weaken. So what could we do to fix that? If we're coming in here, definitely don't want to challenge a Turvul with this team, or a Tormund rather. Let's see. Yeah, we're just too slow on Gorgorab is the issue, because 210 speed is nowhere near cutting it for the arena. Maybe what we do is we take him out. We just throw Seeker in as our lead, throw Draco in there, and see if we can't win the speed battle anyways. Who's faster though? I think Seer is faster. Yeah, so that's an issue too. Draco is not going to be as fast as Seer, so there's no point to bring him in there with her. So maybe we just go put Gorgorab back in, do that, and throw Draco back in there and see what happens. I think Draco might be faster than Masha Led, not sure though. If it'll load. Come on, game. May have to back out here and come back in. Not sure what's going on. Oh, there we go. Cool. So let's just go ahead and let's see. How does it line up? So we've got the A2 here that we're going to start with to turn meter boost. Then we're going to go ahead and throw a provoke on their Gorgorab so he doesn't turn meter boost, hopefully. And then let's see. I think Draco should be next. I'm not sure. I can't remember what speed Masha Led is at. But we don't need the turn meter boost right now, and we have increased attack already. So let's just go ahead and let's just go ahead and do it. Screw it. Yeah, okay. So Draco does come in next, which is very nice. Go ahead and get that decreased defense and weaken up. And then we get our speed boost and True Fears and Leech out. And then we're just going to go A1 on Zargala. Just absolutely nuke these guys. Alright, so that's looking good. And I think that's auto-friendly. So let's go ahead and jump into this one here and see. Actually, the one issue is Gorgorab won't use A1 on auto. He'll use A3. But we can still absolutely nuke someone. 100k on her. They've got the True Fears up, so it's unlikely that they're going to be doing a lot to us. There goes the A1. Just absolutely slammed. Let's see here. Come in and go auto again. We need to see if we can find like a really good team at the bottom there to test this out against. But I mean, right now, this is looking pretty solid to me. We're moving way faster than them. Get some more turn meter boost here, get some provokes, A1 slams, and that is it. So let's see, anything really good down here? This one, maybe. Let's see, what do we have here? If not, I'll go ahead and refresh, and we'll just see if we can find something a little stronger. He's just going to go get that True Fear out there. He's got provoked, but that's actually completely fine because we want to go A1 this time anyways. Got the poisons out there with Draco, although they have block, whatever. Absolutely nuke the Duchess. So this works pretty well on auto. It's obviously going to work better on manual, but this is a great speed farming team. Let's go ahead and refresh here. See if we can't find something a little stronger to go against. Maybe something like this. Like I said, don't challenge a Tormund with this team. You'll get absolutely wrecked. This one's looking pretty interesting too. Let's go ahead and try out this one though. The reason I'm not going to go for this bottom one as well is because they have 2 turn meter boosters. We don't have a Tormund. Arbiter's obviously going to outspeed us. Actually, maybe not. I mean, he's pretty fast. We do have a decent speed aura, so we could potentially outspeed him. Let's give it a try. Let's just go ahead. Yeah, so they mega outspeed us. We're going to go ahead and turn meter boost. Let's go ahead and stop the Lysandra. But they're just way faster than us. We're going to get the revive here. Going to go decrease defense and weaken. Our Seeker goes down. Mashaled's about to go down. Yeah, so once you get Arbiter, she can definitely come in here and take that leader role away from Gorgorab, and then this is just going to be absolutely insane. You won't need him or Seeker coming in, which means, or actually maybe you would want it just because these guys are a little slow. But if you could have like a really fast Arbiter in here and then could bring in like maybe another nuker or some sort of more CC, that would be really solid. Let's go ahead and try this team here. I'm going to throw it on auto. See how we do. Didn't get the provoke off. But we do have the True Fears going. Martyr is dead. Packhorn might come through and cleanse for us, which is unfortunate. Mashaled can still do some pretty serious damage though. Lily 2's about to... Oh, she got healed up completely by the... who's she? Sathalia? Alright, so this is turning into a little bit of a game here. Lily 2's almost dead though. Draco might be able to nuke her. Nope, he goes for the A3. There we go. Gorgorab says sit down. There goes the Martyr. So now we're looking pretty solid. Hackhorn is just going to hit us with an A1. We got stunned, which is not good, but I think we've got it pretty much in the bag here. Hackhorn is not going to be able to smash this now because he is provoked. We're going to get the big hits on him, and then we're going to go ahead and finish her off and be looking really good. Cool. So this team right here, I would say, can absolutely do some work for you. It can get you through speed farming arena easy, and once you have an Arbiter, I think it's definitely going to be platinum level. At the moment, it's probably a little lower, but I don't think you have too much to worry about. Maybe a Rosin could come in here if you needed him to as well to get some turn meter decrease at the very start. He is running a little bit slow though. Yeah, we're just absolutely annihilating these guys easy on auto. So I hope this works out for you. There we go, 32-second farm, and that's a pretty tough team. I mean, a Manaya Coronar combo is pretty tough. Crimson Helm with the provokes and Blood Gorged. So we'll have to test it. You'll have to go through against a bunch of different types of teams and just see how you do. Once you get Arbiter in there, it's going to be a piece of cake. But for now, you're looking pretty good in Arena. Now let's go ahead. He did give me the go-ahead to take a look at Spider. Okay, definitely, like I said in the last one, you need to fix this up a little bit. Get 5 4-stars if you can going in there, just leveling up at the same time, going for 40. So let's see, you got a bunch of level 19s here, so that would work. Get a couple dupes in there or whatever, a bunch of level 16, 17s. Basically, you want them to all be the same level, leveling up at the same time. That way you only have to check it once every however long they're going to take, instead of coming in here at different times. Looks like you have a couple of them at the same level, but these guys are not. So let's go ahead and see here. Spider 20. So this is not his main team that he's running. I think he was just doing this to like speed farm for the tournament that was recent, but let's see if we can't bump him up a little bit. What's Ultimate Gallic's build looking like, actually? I'm curious. He is running 166 speed, 91% crit rate, 126 crit damage. Not bad. So what about Miscreated Monster? What are you looking like? 77k HP, 1700 defense, 181 speed, 99 crit rate. Yeah. Ooh, the debuff accuracy is really low on him, though. Does he not have an accuracy banner? So we definitely want those stuns coming out. He does not have an accuracy banner. An attack banner, which is interesting. Let's just go ahead and throw him into this. 203 accuracy. So we can roll that up higher, but that is going to be okay. What about masteries? What are we looking at here? Rapid response. No, okay. So this does boost shield buffs placed by him by 10% if they have 40% HP or less. That's not really that helpful for him because you want him to just be keeping them up at all times. Lay on Hands does not actually affect heal over time, which can be a little bit confusing because you would think it does, but it's actually only like straight up heals. So Healing Savior, not that helpful. Merciful Aid, also not that helpful. Let's see if we can reroll for free. We cannot. Okay, so basically what I'm going to tell you that you need to do here is come in and get pinpoint accuracy. You don't have the gems to reroll it right now, but we're going to go pinpoint accuracy. We're going to come down to charge focus. We're going to go Swarm Smiter. And then we're probably going to grab Evil Eye, and let's see, Master Hexer is not really going to help us. So then we're going to come over here. We're going to grab Cycle of Magic and Lasting Gifts. And so basically it's just boom, 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 if you can track that. And then up here, we're going to grab, instead of Shield Bearer, we're going to take Heart of Glory. And the reason for that is because this boosts our shields by 5%. This boosts our damage by 5% when attacking with full HP, which you will be on Spider. So his shields are actually based on the amount of damage he does. So this won't boost the shields quite as much as Shield Bearer, but you're double dipping. You're getting damage and you're getting our shields as well. So that's kind of what you want to do. You come down here, standard line to War Master, and yeah, you'll pick up Kill Streak as well. And then, yes, you want the accuracy as much as possible. You want the Evil Eye, absolutely. And then Cycle of Magic is just to get you down here to Lasting Gifts. Also, Arcane Celerity will do more for him than Rapid Response will typically, because he'll be putting out a lot of stuns on the spiders. Which, actually, Rapid Response might be a little bit better, I will say. So it just depends. You can take either of those. Either way, you're still coming down here, Cycle of Magic and Lasting Gifts. So that's going to be my advice for Miscreated Monster for now. That being said, he's looking pretty good. If you roll this accuracy banner up to 16, he'll be looking really solid. So let's go ahead and get into Spider now. And what time are we running? 1:17. Okay, so he's actually farming it super fast. We're not really worried about bumping it up at all. I don't think we're going to be able to increase the time that much, but we will see. So I'm not sure what team he's typically running, but we are going to be running probably, let's see, Apothecary. No, because we want Ultimate Gallic coming in there. So we're going to grab Seeker. We're going to grab Ultimate Gallic. We are going to grab Dracomorph is going to come in there. We want maybe Mausoleum Mage. as our tank? Nah, probably not. But who else would be good to come in here? Definitely bringing a Cold Heart in. And we need one more, which might be Armiger. Oh, Miscreated Monster. Duh, he needs to come in here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and give this a try. This might be what he's already running. I'm not sure. But we will just see what kind of time we get and see if we can't bump it up a little bit. I'm also not sure if he's running unlimited frames. So if not, then this might not actually be affecting his time at all, and we just wouldn't really know it. Get that decreased defense and weaken up. Go ahead and get out those HP burns. Looking good. Burning them up. Draco getting us a little... Well, actually, he didn't get any poisons on yet. But let's see. We get the Heartseeker, 1.3 million. Looking pretty good. Look at these shields. Absolutely insane. We just need to make sure we're keeping those up. That decreased defense and weaken just makes the shields absolutely insane. Hopefully they don't fall off of the Cold Heart before she gets back around to her next Heartseeker, though. Looks like we're doing pretty good. As long as Miscreated Monster can come through this turn and get us some more shields, we will be looking really solid. I'm guessing this is probably the team he's already running because we are getting about a little over a minute here. But yeah, if we get one more Heartseeker off, we'll be looking really good. She got put to sleep, which is unfortunate. So it looks like we'll have to be worrying about the HP burn on Ultimate Gallic instead, because she is not going to get woken up to do her Heartseeker this turn. So this run's actually going to be a little lower than his normal speed. But yeah, I'm guessing... Or that's his top speed, so this might actually be closer to his normal speed. We would already be done here if Cold Heart hadn't been put to sleep. Hopefully she can come in and get a Heartseeker done right now, though. Oh, she died. Oh, man. This is actually looking pretty bad here now. We do still have the HP burns up, so I don't think we're going to lose by any stretch of the imagination. But looking closer to a 2-minute time. So one thing I would say that really messed us up there was just the sleep. If that hadn't happened, she would have been completely fine and we would have been able to move on and probably gotten closer to that 1 minute 17-second time. But if Miscreated Monster, let's see, how is his speed comparing to Cold Heart? Where is she? Well, first of all, let's look at him. His speed is looking like 181. And her speed is 179, so they're about the same speed. So the issue with that is she's definitely going to have her shield fall off before he can replenish it sometimes, which puts her at a lot of risk since she is the one that's going to be taking the hits for us. The rest of our team is blue, so not really anything we can do about her taking the hits. Another option would be to switch in Drexlar, but I think that would be a little bit slower of a run. I think he's pretty good with spiders where he is, though. Doing a 1 minute 17-second to 1 minute 30-second is probably his average. So we're not going to mess with that. We've got Arena done. Let's go ahead and take a look at Clan Boss. So Clan Boss here, his Nightmare team is running, let's see, this guy right here. UInstinct, he is running his Skull Crusher, Draco Morph, Miscreated Monster, Drexlar, and Tyrell. So, not bad. I'm guessing Draco is not at the right speed, though, for the speed tune. No, he is not. He's running 204, so we want to take him out of there. And my advice would be probably, let's see, if we could bring Mashaled in there, that'd be great. Maybe we go for a speed team, actually. So basically what we would do is go Mashaled, Draco Morph, and then probably our Sepulchre Sentinel, who is looking pretty solid here. She could do with a little bit more defense and a little bit less speed, actually. Her accuracy is looking good. What can we do about that? Oh, no, we don't need the less speed if we're doing a speed team. So she would be good in there. Or Tyrell. What is Tyrell running? He's 190 speed, 235 accuracy. So we don't need his decreased defense. So I would say get Sepulcher in there as your leader. Get Mashaled in there to get Leech up. That way you don't need lifesteal. One issue with it might be, though, that his defense is just so low. So that might not be an option. He wasn't too worried about the Nightmare, but I do want to see if I can help it out. Another thing you would want is like a turn meter booster. So maybe someone like Gorgorab could come in, or Mausoleum Mage. He's not a turn meter booster, but he's pretty solid in there as well. You definitely got a lot of good options in here. Let's see, Draco Morph is built in Lifesteal. Rosin is not. We could switch him into Lifesteal though. That way we wouldn't have to run Mashaled. So let's see here. What would be good? Leader, you're coming in. Rosin doesn't need to come in if you're coming in. So that leaves us with 3 slots left. The Cult Brawler maybe could be good. Although Draco on a speed team can definitely handle the poisons by himself. Skull Crusher could definitely still come in. At 172 speed, so you could actually bump him up a little bit. You can absolutely keep him in on a speed team. He is just as, well, not just as good for that, but having a counterattack champion on a speed team is really good as well. I'm just not seeing a whole lot. Apothecary could definitely come in there and do a good job. So maybe Apothecary, Skull Crusher, Sepulcher, Draco, and who else? The reason I'm not like actually putting something together and testing it is because his team has already almost killed Nightmare for the day. I can't get a key in, so I would hate to come in there, like re-gear everyone and not even be able to test it out because it could just mess stuff up. But I guess Drexlar would have to be the other one to come in. He can give the HP burn. And he does have the 3-hit A1, or maybe Maneater comes in. He does give block debuffs and unkillable, which is pretty solid. You've got some options to play around with. You could also bring in another healer like Frozen Banshee, although I did take her chest plate from her, so she would need that replaced. So yeah, I'd say definitely play around with the idea of a speed team. I think you've got some potential there. Otherwise, you could probably do a counterattack team and go Skull Crusher, Rosin Scarhide, Sepulcher Sentinel, where was she? Frozen Banshee, and we need a 5th, maybe a Reliquary Tender. She could potentially come in there and provide a 3-turn rotation cleanse for you. Or Mausoleum Mage could also come in there. He might actually be the better option because he could come in and place block debuffs on everyone for 1 turn on a 3-turn cooldown. So as long as you have the rotation right on that, then he could absolutely keep block debuffs on the entire game. So you don't have to worry about your counterattack rotation falling off. I think that's going to be my recommendation here fully. Is going to be Sepulcher as the lead, and then Rosin Scarhide coming in to the 2nd spot. We would have, or actually Frozen Banshee coming in into the 2nd spot, and then we would have Mausoleum Mage, and who else did I say? God, it's so hard to keep track of. all right, let's see here. So we've got Sepulcher lead, we've got Rosin Scarhide, Mausoleum Mage, we've got Skull Crusher, and we needed one more. I was thinking about Apothecary before, that's why. So we still need another. We do have some stuff in the vault too, so is there anything in there that would be helpful? Ooh, Foley. That is interesting. Let's see, I need to pull him out to look at his skills. So Foley here actually just got a really good buff. So on his A1, he could give you decreased defense. On his A2, he would give Leech, which is why I'm suggesting him. And on his A3, doesn't really matter. But if you brought Foley in there as your 5th, he could absolutely keep Leech up for you. You wouldn't need Lifesteal anymore. So that is another option as well. You have a ton of stuff to play around with here. Man-Eater is also a great option to bring in there. I just wouldn't bring in your Draco as it currently stands because he can't be speed tuned to both of your teams. So if you want him running in your unkillable comp as he is, he should not be in your nightmare comp. And you would probably actually find that you would do a little bit better on here if you just had, let's see, where are you? There we go. If instead of Draco doing your poisons, you had your Frozen Banshee doing it, because she'll keep up more than Draco will on a counterattack team. And then if Rosin's in here giving you the decreased defense and weaken, you'll have that up just like Draco would do for you. And then Sepulcher coming in here instead of him, you don't need the decreased defense from Tyrell. So she'll come in and give you the increased defense and block debuffs, which is cool. Hers is on a 4-turn cooldown though, so it's not going to be quite as good. And then if you had a Mausoleum Mage or Reliquary Tender coming in here instead of him, then you could absolutely keep the cleanse on the whole time and not have to worry about your counterattack running out of formation. So that's going to be it as far as my advice on Clan Boss goes. Let's see here. Was there anything else that he was interested in checking out before we go? Let's see, we did the cleanse. We've got the Fire Knight 20 team going. We've got the Arena team going. We've looked at Nightmare Clan Boss. I don't want to push anything right now just because I cannot test it, which is unfortunate. Also, let's go ahead and take a look at his Great Hall here. So it's looking really good. He's already got this done, which is crazy because he's not even at the end of the Arbiter missions yet. It looks like he's been focusing a ton on Arena. He's got a 10 accuracy on blue, 7 on the rest of them, 7 void defense, or crit damage rather, 7 blue crit damage, and 8 magic defense as well as 4s across the board, 4s and 6s. So looking very solid. This is what a Great Hall wants to look like. I feel like this is probably even a little bit better than mine at the moment, or at least right around there. Hard to say because I haven't invested in stuff like resistance much, but very good. He clearly knew what he was doing when I was going through the gear cleanse. The stuff that I got rid of, it was just stuff that is pretty decent, but not for this account. I'm gonna go ahead and keep these because speed and crit damage is pretty solid. I also got a Savage piece here, which is very nice. So there you go. Those are going to be some gifts from me. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So thank you again to UInstinct for letting me come into his account and look it over. We've definitely made some progress on the Fire Knight team, on the Arena team. We've still got 11 million silver left over to work on the Clan Boss team if he does have the time to do that later. So thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already. Leave a comment down below or join the Discord if you have anything you'd like to talk about. Also hit me up on Discord if you're interested in a video like this where I can help you move your account along. And I'm happy to do that for anyone out there who's looking to do it. Basically, the idea for the requirements is you need to have, I would say, over 10 million silver coming into it would be optimal. I tried doing it with 4 million silver the other day, and it just wasn't enough. The other thing is make sure all of your champions, like if you have them at 60, make sure their masteries are done. That way I can actually fully utilize them. And that being said, thanks for watching, guys.